Hey guys, this is Lisa Tedder with Tedder Bear Stamping. I'm glad you're here. I'm really excited to share with you what I created with the paper pumpkin from this month. This was a lot of fun. I love Christmas. So come on in and leave a comment so I know you're here, and also to be put in the drawing for one of the cards today. They are good ones today, and it's pretty exciting. I love doing Christmas cards every year. I always get almost giddy when it's time to do Christmas cards. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I love getting them so much. And then everybody that I send them to always loves them and is very appreciative. So we're going to start with looking at the box. This is one of the surprises left in the world where you can get this delivered to you every month and you don't know what it is. They kind of give you sneak peeks sometimes and kind of give you a heads up on what it might be, but you still are very surprised. So it's very fun, and every month it's just exciting to see what you get. So one of the things is that they always give you little things to use, and they give you, let's show you, glue dots, which if you ever use vellum, these are the ones to use from the paper pumpkin, because then you can't see them. And then the dimensionals, which you know I'm big on that. I do have some set aside because I don't know if this will be enough for all my cards. They might be, we'll see. And then they gave us some really pretty ribbon and some really pretty, I always call them doodads, but I know that's not what they're called. They are rhinestones, gems, something like that. They're really pretty. And you always get a spot. And on your first paper pumpkin, you get a block. So you'll have a block for the rest of the ones you get. The first time you get it, and then the rest of the time you get your spot. So you always get a spot, and they give you directions on what you need to do. And it's really kind of cool. None of it is written out. They're just pictures. So you don't even have to read to do this one or any of them. So I've already gotten into it, but here's some labels and more labels that are in different shapes, and some vellum trees. Excited about that. And stamps. I've already got some of them out, but it's Merry Christmas, Peaceful Christmas Wishes, wishing you and your family all the best, holiday cheer to you and yours, a bunch of trees, from our home to yours, sending you peace and joy all year round, and all year long, and some snowflakes. All right, that's always good. Hopefully you guys can chat. I haven't seen any come through, so I'm hoping that you can. Otherwise, just put a chat at the end of the video, and I will draw from there. So we have some card bases that they give you. That's really pretty. And these were my very favorites because they do look like the Peaceful Christmas DSP. I was excited to see these. Look at how stunning that is. And it's got silver in it. Then you have some of these that we can use. I did not use this or this because I had other ideas, but I did use this. And then they kind of give you other ideas. And if you go out onto Facebook and look up Paper Pumpkin, you will get tons of ideas. All right, so let's move this along. So these are my leftovers. I'm going to stick those over here. And then the envelopes. Look at how pretty that is. Silver embossed. Oh, hey, Gail. I am getting some comments. Good. And then on the inside is some, I want to say checkers, but there's another word for this. I love it too. This is I think I just got so happy when I saw this. All right. So I think that is everything to show you. And it did come wrapped in some tissue paper. And it is so pretty. And I saw somebody that did something with the tissue paper. And I think I'm going to try that after we're done here. Not on video or anything, but just so that I can say I tried. All right, so let's get started to the ones that I made. And I'm trying to keep at least to where it seems like it's clean, whether it's clean or not. Oh, and one other thing, whoops, that they have is these die cuts in silver that say Noel. So that is fun. I'm going to go ahead and get one out because I need one. And I'll put that aside. And then I had one of the layers for the sentiments that they had. I'm going to have one of those. And then I think I popped out some of the trees. Then one very cool thing, oh, let me get my box back, is that for this right here, I went ahead and cut it down because I wanted to use it in a different way, not as a whole, which is what's so nice. All right, so we have two basic whites that are 5 by 3 3/4. I cut up one of the envelopes, or not the envelopes, one of those card bases, and I cut it in half. I made them 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 times 2. Now these are all in the kit. The only thing that's not in the kit is the white. And then I cut up that piece that I told you about. And each one of these is 1 3/8 by 3 5/8. And you will need 3 of these. Love it. Okay, let's move everything around. And then I started with a, make sure I don't have anything left in there. All right, with a basic white thick cardstock. And it did get dirty. So what I'm going to do, because they are going to be, because, when I get it on my table, you just don't think it's going to stay pristine. I think that could be erased. But I'm going to go ahead because I want to fold it and put it on here because I'm going to just cover it up with all my layers. So it really doesn't matter that it has a little bit of mess on there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take one of these, and that's going to go right here on the front. Okay, and I'm using the Stampin' Seal Plus. This is just going to go straight on here. So I think that Linda is on here, Pat. So if you want to go ahead and put her down, that would be awesome. 5 by 3 3/4 by 2. That's going to go right here on top. We're just layering. Yeah, we'll go ahead and put the adhesive on here. I always want to make sure I get it straight the first time. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put these on. The best way to do it is to kind of see how you can get it to line up on here and have them be the same dimension across. And then do one and then kind of move your way through. I am going to try to do that, but I'm going, see, this is not quite right. Sorry, when I concentrate, I forget my words. Do the middle first. And I think I might make them a little bit closer just so that it has more to show through the vellum. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take the middle one and then we'll do the two sides. Oh, there you go. There's Linda. Told you she was going to come. Hey, Linda. Okay, there we go. And that looks straight because it's straight up and down. So now I'm just going to go ahead and layer these in and just have them be the same distance. It just kind of makes it a little bit easier if you do either the side first and then do the middle last. However, it works best for you. I think that looks good so far. Okay. I'm getting ready to run out of my adhesive, so I'll be probably changing that out here soon. Okay. Wow. I did a good job. I love when that happens. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and find out where we want this to go. And I kind of want it to be in the middle. And then we're going to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put dimensionals on this, and then I can see where to put the glue dots, because then it won't show under this. And get the dimensionals from the kit. So these are great surprises every month. I love Paper Pumpkin. It has gotten so much better than it used to be. It wasn't bad. It just didn't have as much that I liked. So this has really come a long ways. All right, so I'm going to put it not hard because this is not in the center. So I'm just going to, let's see. See, I just picked it up. All right, so now I can come in with the glue dots, and you can use these from the kit if you want. And I just am going to put that on, and then we'll take off the backs. It's a little different, but I wanted to show you that this works. Everything is in the kit, and then you can make beautiful things without having it. Well, you don't have to buy anything else. The cards that they created were gorgeous. I just want to show you different things to do. Okay, so let's put this on. That is so pretty. All right, see, stuck. Yay. Okay, then we have the Noel. Now you can use the glue dots and put this on, but I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue at the bottoms only, because that's the only parts that are going to be touching. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I did not want to take the time and do the glue dots. Make sure I'm doing the right side. The bottoms is what we need. Okay. All right. Thank you, Linda. There's a reason why I've always loved you, because you always tell me such good things. That's not the only reason. All right. Then I'm going to come in with the pretty gems that they gave us. And these are smaller than the ones that we got. And I think they look just like, oh, they're so pretty. And I'm going to use my take your pick tool because it's very easy to put on. All right, so I'm going to put one here. You just kind of want to sparkle it up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to put these aside so that I'll have them when I need it again, because you know me, I'll need it again. All right. All right, so I wanted it to be kind of like the envelope. So I'm going to, not yet, because I want to make sure that I don't make a mistake. But this is the other side of that card that we did earlier. And then a piece of the white that I am going to go ahead. Let's see. I know we don't sell this anymore, but I'm sure you can get this or something like it for embossing. You could use cornstarch, baby wipes, not baby wipes, baby powder. I don't even know they make baby powder anymore. something that will make it to where you can put these on. All right, so I need Versamark and I need a scratch piece of paper. Let me grab one real quick. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is one of the grid sheets for the Stamparatus. All right, so now I'm all ready. We're going to go ahead and ink up with Versamark the stamp here, and I'm just going to have it be towards the bottom. And I'm stamping off a little bit so that the trees don't look like they just start on my page, that they, like you're looking at a whole view here. All right, and then you got to kind of angle it a little bit so you can see where you ended off because it is kind of clear. All right, then I'm going to grab my silver embossing powder. Now you can buy these in the where it comes in silver, gold, and I think copper, but I don't swear on that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get my heat tool. And I apologize for the noise, but you're going to need to see how beautiful this is. Yep, I think I missed one spot. There we go. Okay, so now we have that. Isn't that pretty? It looks a lot like the envelope. Let me put this aside so you can see. Oh, love it. So pretty. All right, so this is going to go on to the green, but first I want to stamp a sentiment on there, and I like the one that comes with it. That's Peaceful Christmas Wishes. And Real Red does not come in this kit, but it probably came in another one. If you keep getting these, you'll have all the spots that you need. And spots are awesome. All right, so we're just going to put, oh, look how pretty that is. Okay. All right. So hopefully Pat is okay because I haven't seen her say hi yet. Hey, Gail, can you do me a favor and text her and see if she's able to get on? I want to be able to do that before it gets to the end. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Wasn't quite in the middle, but it's close enough. And then we're done. Whoop, sometimes that happens. So what you need to do is get it started. You know why? It's because it's the end. All right, let me pull this off. It's the end of my thing, and there we go. So we'll just get me a new one. Okay. I love how easy it is to change these out. All right, now, well, goodness gracious, this paper does not want to do this. All right, we're going to go ahead and use some liquid glue and stick it on the inside. Now, I don't ever put gems on the inside because then it just makes it bumpy on the front, and we don't want that. Okay, so card 1 is done. Isn't that pretty? I love it. I love how it came out. All right, so card 2 is, let's go here. Let me move some stuff out of the way. I'm using real red cardstock and the envelope here, of course. Then I have white that is 3 3/4 by 5. The other half of another thing of the cardstock that they give you in the kit, 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. And this is 4 1/4 by 11, which if you open your card sideways, that's the way you should have it, because then it makes it open so much nicer. All right, where did I stick my bone folder? There it is. Now that's the way that my bestie in Canada does it. So she's kind of converted me. We have a lot of influence on each other, I think. All right, so we have that. Then I'm going to take one of the envelopes and I'm going to take it apart because I want to use the front, which means we'll have to either use another envelope or just get one from the other. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and get out my cutter. And this is going to be, I'm just going to line this up so that it's straight. All right. And then to get this right, I am just going to get these tabs off. But since I can't lay it up flat up here, I'm going to lay it on one of these lines and just get the tabs off. And then I can gauge where the mark is that I want. Just makes it easier. Well, we can do it this way now. So it's going to be 5 1/4. So I can go ahead and cut that off. And then 4. Love my cutter. Okay. So I'm not going to put this on yet because I am going to do a little bit more of the embossing, but this time I'm going to add snowflakes. So let's get in my let's see, my embossing buddy. I like to see it when it's here because then I know that the silver is not going to sit on anything. It kind of takes out all your electricity so that it doesn't mess you up. All right, Versamark again. Now the last time I kind of did not turn my thing and it looked more like it was just you were doing it over and over. I didn't like that. So I'm just going to do it across the top this time. Yeah, that looks good. And get my embossing powder again. You always want to look it over, make sure none of the embossing powder glumped on. It's part of why you put all that on there. All right, we're going to watch the magic again, so hold on. Oh my gosh, I love it. Didn't that come out good? So then I let it dry just for a second because when it's hot, it's still a little bit sticky. And once it's like cooled off enough, I wipe it off on my pants. on my jeans and get all that powder off. And then it looks so pretty. You can tell I didn't get that part. Okay, so let me show you my one. No, I'm going to show you afterwards because I don't want you to see beforehand. But I'm going to bring in the ribbon, and I want it to go on this corner. This looks so much better, so you'll see when I go to show you the other side. Where is my tape? There it is. Okay. Has some stuck to my finger. Make sure I'm doing it on the right side. Yes, this side right here. I just want it on this edge. That's all. So I'm going to go ahead and stretch it across. And get my ribbon scissors. Okay, now I can go ahead and put a little bit more adhesive on here to hold it. And then put this on my card base because it's nothing else is going on here. Well, there is, but nothing that I have to wait on. I had to do this one because it goes behind. Oh, so pretty. Okay, now we need to do a bow. So I'm just gonna, I just pull it off the spool always. And I like double bows, even though this is not double, I still think it looks pretty. And I kind of guesstimate how long it needs to be. This is probably a little too long. Okay. Let me tell you how long it is so you kind of know, and then I double it because I like it to be double. It is a little over 12, not by much. So you just fold it in half, cut the other end. So now we can do two. Then all I do is do 2 bunny ears. Hold on, need to start a little bit lower. And then just tie a knot like you would normally. It's super simple. And then adjust your ends. And then you have a double bow. Whoops, my ends are stuck in the bow. There we go. See? Simple. And then just tighten it. And then you're going to use one of your glue dots, which I'm just going to get my box out. Hey, Pat, I was worried that you couldn't get in. Glad you're here. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the glue dot on the back of the knot and just stick it down. Isn't that cute already? Love it. All right. Then I'm going to come in with that tag that I had out. Where did I put it? It probably fell on the floor because that's what always happens. I might have to grab me another one. Let's see. Let's just grab another one. All right, let me show you something that I thought was, I don't know what or if I'll do anything, but see how this inside, look how cool that looks. I think that is so pretty. All you have to do is just finish the, like making these go away and you have something really pretty. All right, I'm going to put this here and then I am going to stamp From Our House to Yours. And again, I'm doing the embossing because everything is silver on this except for green. And I just don't think the green would show up very well on that red. All right. I said I was done with it, but I wasn't. All right. From Our House to Yours. Hopefully my head will not be in your way. And hopefully it's straight. Oh my goodness, I think I did good. All right. Oh, it's not as straight. Now that I've got this on, I can notice it's not as straight. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm just going to heat from one end and then I'm going to heat from the other end because I don't want to burn my fingers. See how pretty that is with the silver? Love it. Let me cool it off just for a second so I can wipe it on my pants. Okay. It's better than glitter. Glitter would be hard to wipe on your pants because it would never probably come off. All right, so I'm going to put one on here, right here, and then one over this, let's see, one about middle, and then one on the very end. And then in between, I'm going to put dimensionals. And I'm going to use the minis only because that's pretty small. Okay, and I'm going to double them because I really want it to stand up. And I'll show you why in a second. So I'm going, oh, here comes my cat. I think he wants to say hi. Hopefully he'll wait a minute. Take off your tops. Okay. And make sure you take off all the things because for some reason it won't stick if you don't. Okay, so I'm going to do it. Let's see. Right here. So that sticks down from the glue dot. Then this sticks up. It kind of just makes it look more like a flag. So it's a little wavy. I love it. And that could have been a little straighter. Let's see if I can do it without messing it up. I mean, do flags really need to be straight? There, that's better. All right. Then I'm going to add some of my gems, if I can find where they went to, because I'm moving everything off the side. All right. It's here somewhere. Well, that would be a bummer. Okay. And they're kind of clear, so it makes it hard to see. All right. I cannot find them. I'm sure I will, and then we'll add them. Let's see. I'm going to put my blends or my stuff away. All right. Well, if you add in the rhinestones, this is way too much. Don't you think? I just thought it was like really, really a lot. Compared to this one, I just think this one looks so much more elegant. But when you guys choose, and I'll find these rhinestones, I'm sure, and I'll add them to this. When you guys choose which one you want, you can tell me which one you like better. The one that is really full or the one that, I mean, really full and the one that I think looks better. But, you know, it's all relative on what you think. Okay, so now for the inside, we are going to do that. And I will need my thing here again. And my trees. But this time, instead of doing silver, I'm going to do the ink spot that they gave us. So it's shaded spruce. Oh, get off. Get off. Oh, goodness. Hopefully he didn't mess us up. Nope, it's still going. He's trying to walk across my computer. Silly kitty. All right. So I'm going to stamp it once here and then again and to the left or right. And then I'm going to do it all over again. That way it looks like there's more than one. Yeah, that wouldn't, I don't mind him coming to say hi, but I don't want him turning off my computer. All right. And then to the left, let's to the left again. So that looks really pretty. Doesn't it look like it's ready? Oh, okay. I just got to see if I can get, otherwise I won't be able to, there we go. I wouldn't be able to see what you wrote because it's all off. All right. Then I'm going to do the Peaceful Christmas again in the red again. I know I'm using the same sentiment, but it's so pretty. All right. I love anything with script. I say that all the time. All right. And then we're going to put adhesive on there. I bet you I threw the rhinestones to the side with everything else. All right. But you know, as soon as I stop looking, I'll find them. All right, and then we'll put this on the inside, and this one will be done. The next one is my favorite. I saved it for last because I love it. Okay. Pretty, huh? Love it. Yes, I've used, I get things from the doctor that might, oh, here they are. I knew I'd find them. All right. I get those, what are they called that you can use with your like at your doctor's office that they use and they throw away? They get the whole kits and then they don't even open them and they still have to throw them away. So my daughter's doctor saves them for me. Okay, I'm going to put this somewhere special. Hopefully it'll stay. And then you don't have to decorate your cards or your envelopes. All right, next card. All right. So remember how I showed you that full sheet that looked like this? I just cut it to 2 by 5. And I can make a whole bunch of cards with this, which thrills me to no end. Then I cut a piece of black that is just a teensy bit bigger. So it should be like 2 1/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and put these on. These I just absolutely think are just stunning. And I wouldn't be surprised if whoever wins today, you guys both want this one because it's so pretty. All right. Then I took one of the green that we had before and I ran it through with the 3D wintry folder, embossing folder, and it comes in 2. One has snowflakes and the other one has the pine boughs. So I did the pine boughs because that's kind of what goes with this. And I only did the one side. And we're going to go ahead and place this right to this side. And it's going flat, believe it or not. I know what's gotten into me. So if you decide that you would like to get paper pumpkin, all you have to do is order it, and all the information is on my blog on this, so you can go there and get any dimensions and everything. But you can get this and then you will, oh goodness, I forgot the base, which is black. So let me grab that real quick. I know I have one cut and ready. Whoops. For some reason, I didn't have it ready. So let's make sure that this is the right dimensions. But I was telling you that, nope, it's a little bit bigger than 5.5. And let's see if it's longer than 8.5, but I don't think so. Nope, it's good. And then we are going to score it at 4.25. So I was saying before I realized I didn't have my black, that if you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin from me, then you get to come to my house and we'll make these cards together, the alternates. You just bring your kit with you and then we'll make them together, which is kind of awesome. And I'll probably have, between 1 and 2 more. So at least between 3 and 5. I'm going to go ahead and use the liquid glue of the cards so that you can bring your kit and then you can make it up with what Stampin' Up! Does, and you can make it with what I help you make. And I supply anything extra. So if you didn't have the embossing stuff this time, not a biggie because I have it. So you would just come here and do it. Okay, so now I'm going to bring in one of these. And I'm going to stamp on that. They had a really pretty Merry Christmas, and we're going to use the green like we did before because it comes with the kit. It just makes sense if I can find where I put it down. That is the mantra. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's upside down. That's why I couldn't see it. Goodness. I agree, Linda. This card is stunning and it just looks elegant. And that's this is the easiest card we did today. Isn't that funny that this one is so stunning? All right, so I am not going to put that up either. It's going to go flat. Because I just think this kind of just speaks for itself. All right, then come in with my gems. Let's see, put one over here and 2 here, just to give it a little bit of interest. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Thank you, Gail. I think so too. Okay, so now we're going to do the inside. And I'm going to do the trees again. So I'm going to need my thing. Yep, making sure. And the trees. And I'm going to do them exactly the same way as I did before, just because it's pretty. Don't always have to do something different because they're going to different people. They'll never know I did this on another card. Of course, if one of you got it, you'd know. But this time I am going to do it just a tad bit different. I am going to do one in the middle, full strength, then go up to the side, and then I'm going to have to re-ink it to just give it that stamped off look because I don't want it to be too light because then it won't look right. I'm stamping it off onto here, and then I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. So now that's something different. Okay, then I'm going to do the one here that says, sending you peace and joy all year long. And that's going to be in the green too, because this is the only color other than gray on the card. Gorgeous. And then this doesn't get any, nothing on the inside like to layer it. We're just going to put it on here and put it inside the card and it's ready. Now, if you wanted to use up all the envelopes like I did, you could just stamp the trees on your envelope and you'll be set. You can even emboss them on the envelope, I'm sure. All right. So let's get them all out. Let me get the one that I like better than the one. But remember, you can have the one with more on there if you want. And then this one. All right. Let's move everything out of the way so you guys can pick. So we have all of you to get to choose on what you get, which I think is Linda and Gail. I don't even think that Pat has to do a search because it's Linda and Gail. This is the great way of when you come on and everybody else is doing something else that you get to get it. Isn't that cool? All right. So which one would you guys like? That is the question. So Miss Linda, Gail, which ones would you guys like? You both can have this one because I have more. I can make more. I love it. All right. You let me know which one you want and then come back next week. And I am going to be using the brand new, not available until November stamp set called Eden's Garden. And it's going to be super fun to do. Yeah, Linda, I want them all too. I think that's pretty. You need to get into paper pumpkin. So which one would you like if you could pick one? That is the question. You guys can go ahead and text me and let me know because you both have my text, my phone number, and let me know which ones you want. But thank you again for coming and being here and supporting me. And I will see you guys really soon because I know we've got things that we've got planned, which I'm excited for. All right. Love you guys.